Karl Stefanovic has been sacked again. Bosses at ARN have reportedly ripped up his contract with Gold FM as co-host of The Long Weekend with Eddie McGuire. Karl had only fronted up for one show. He pulled out of the second show after being sacked by Nine. Now, despite Eddie promising Karl would appear this week for an exclusive interview, it now looks like that won't be happening. And to be honest, it was pretty obvious this was how things were going to play out. And yes, get that over-the-shoulder graphic, because in another case of McKnight was right, this is what I said last week when this story first broke. I now wonder whether the Mad Witches will target ARN. Karl has teamed up for a show on ARN's Gold FM called The Long Weekend, which airs on Fridays. Now, interestingly, Stefanovic has pulled out of tomorrow's show, saying he needs a breather, despite Eddie McGuire wanting him to front up. Eddie can always spot a good headline, and having Karl talk about the Channel 9 situation, well, that would certainly generate buzz around the show. Now, we already saw the Witches target Karl and Jackie O on Kiss, which is also owned by ARN with great success. Michael Stephenson, the CEO of ARN, revealed the network suffered a $22 million loss because of the campaign targeting advertisers. And interestingly, ARN issued this statement today saying Karl's association with ARN is limited to specific radio engagements. His external media activities, including his podcast, are undertaken in a personal capacity and are entirely separate from the network. They do not represent ARN's views, editorial standards, or programming. So if the Mad Witches decide to target Karl's radio show, will ARN's bosses capitulate and sack him over fear of revenue loss, just like they've previously done and what Channel 9 has done? Well, I think the answer is yes. In fact, I don't think Karl will return to that show. A statement like that says they're done. They're not taking any chances. Michael Stephenson, the CEO of ARN, has seen this happen. He is not going down that path again. I genuinely don't think we'll see Karl return to the show. It was pretty obvious, and yes, of course I like to say McKnight was right, but I take no pleasure in this. I don't like seeing people lose their jobs, even if they're famous, even if they've got money. I don't revel in it. I do like being right, of course. But the thing is, the moment ARN released that statement, it was over. The writing was on the wall. The moment they were distancing themselves and not showing support for Karl, well, that pretty much said it all to me. But I hope Karl's okay. He's due back in the country maybe over the weekend. He was doing 2 weeks in the UK, doing interviews for his podcast. And I genuinely hope the guy's okay because, you know, it's tabloid fodder. People will revel in it. But there is a guy here who's hurting right now. His world has been rocked. He's been sacked from the Today Show, something he gave, 21 years of his life to? He gets no farewell. Nine have never given an official reason, but said just shoved him out the door. And now he's lost the radio gig. Everything will come down to the podcast. I think he always hoped he could still do a bit of TV, a bit of radio, and do the podcast. It hasn't worked out this way. Karl is now a podcaster, a videocaster, a YouTuber. Unlike the rest of us, he's got some money behind him, but that's where he is now. And it's a long time till retirement, so he'll be hoping he can make this work. You can show your support for the show by buying me a coffee. Just go to buymeacoffee.com/McKnight tonight. Every bit helps keep this show from our garage going.